Digimon Liberator column tips 25, battle coverage 8 versus Gaiamon. This battle is between Yao Qinglan, who followed Coolboy's trail to Lapis Marine, and the NPC controlled by the assassin sent by Unchained, Mockingbirdmon. Yao's deck is an aquatic deck specialized in deploying Digimon through effects like Decode, removal via bounce effects, and endurance. She excels at controlling the playing field by increasing her Digimon on the field while sinking opposing Digimon to the bottom of the deck. On the other hand, the NPC commands a Gaiamon deck composed of Digimon from another world, the Appmon. Through Link and App Fusion, it overwhelms the opponent by interfering with Digimon on the playing field using effects like de-digivolve and deletion, executing moves unlike those of traditional Digimon cards. They possess cards that did not exist in Liberator. How did Yao fight against these unknown Digimon? Let's take a look back at how it went. First, this was the state of both sides' playing fields when we began our observation. On Yao's playing field were a level 5 Digimon with Decode and one Tamer card. There was also a Digimon in the breeding area, making it a fairly decent situation. On the other hand, this is how the NPC's playing field looked. In the NPC's breeding area, a level 5 Globemon is waiting. Therefore, Yao's Marine Bullmon is highly likely to be deleted by Globemon's Your Turn effect. Yao needs to consider that in her game plan. Yao has 0 memory left. How will she move next? Yao digivolves Marine Bullmon into Ryugumon. With this, its DP increases, allowing her to not only avoid Globemon's removal range, but also use Decode twice, including Marine Bullmon in its Digivolution cards. Then, with Ryugumon's when digivolving effect, a level 4 Shellmon is played from the Digivolution cards. With Shellmon's on-play effect, Sangomon is inserted as a Digivolution card. Then, at Yao's end of turn, Ryugumon's effect sends Shellmon to the bottom of the deck, dragging the opponent's Navimon to the bottom of their deck as well. Since this, Shellmon also has Decode, level 3 with Aqua Sea Animal in any trait. When it leaves the battle area, Sangomon emerges from the Digivolution cards. That way, Yao's Digimon number stays the same. With Sangomon's on-play effect, a 4-cost Tamer card and Seadramon from the top of the deck were added to Yao's hand. And so, by the end of the turn, Yao had succeeded in building a much more solid playing field than it appeared at first glance. It could be said that it was an excellent use of memory. Then, the NPC's turn starts with the memory gauge at 4. It was at this point that Yao came face to face with the power of the Appmon. The NPC moves Globemon forward to the battle area during the breeding phase, then in the main phase, pays a cost of 3 to link Charismon from their hand onto Globemon. Using the effect of Swipemon, the NPC draws 1 card first. Also, since Charismon's link DP is 4,000, Globemon's Your Turn effect activates, causing any Digimon with 14,000 DP or less, such as Ryugumon, to be deleted from the light emitted by Globemon. Before being deleted, Ryugumon's Decode, blue level 5, activates, bringing Marine Bullmon out from its Digivolution cards. With Marine Bullmon's on-play effect, Shellmon is inserted as a Digivolution card. While Yao is caught off guard by the unexpected removal, the NPC declares a security attack with Globemon. As a result of the check with Security A, +1, Shellmon and Sangomon were revealed and defeated. With this, Yao only has 2 security cards left. Still, the Appmon deck does not stop its offense. The NPC declares an App Fusion with Charismon, who is linked to Globemon. As the Crimson and Silver extremes converged, the god of wisdom and creation, Gaiamon, adorned in majestic gold and silver armor, was app-realized into a Digimon card. The god bearing the name of Earth begins to move. First, Gaiamon uses its When Digivolving effect to link Globemon from its Digivolution card to itself. Due to Globemon's When Linked effect, Marine Bullmon is deleted. Just before being deleted, Marine Bullmon's Decode, blue level 4, activates, bringing out Shellmon from its Digivolution cards. But Gaiamon's effect processing is not yet finished. With Gaiamon's Your Turn effect, it unsuspends itself, and one of the opponent's security cards is trashed. This means that Yao now has only 1 security card left. Then, the NPC declares a security attack with Gaiamon. With Gaiamon's When Attacking effect, it now links Charismon from its Digivolution card to itself. With this, Gaiamon's DP becomes 21,000, and it also gains an effect that prevents it from leaving the field. Truly, an effect worthy of a god's name. Yao's last security card gets flipped over by the god's strike. It was unique emblem Pisidia Lagoon. With this card's security effect, Yao plays a 4-cost tamer card from her hand. Then, the unique emblem was placed in the battle area. After that, the NPC placed Charismon from their hand for 8 cost. With its on-play effect, Charismon links Sociamon from the trash to itself. With Sociamon's when linked effect, Sangomon is deleted. With Charismon's Your Turn effect, it forces Shellmon to attack and then pass the turn. This turn, through linking and app fusion, the NPC used traits of the various colors to deal with Yao's playing field, pushing her to the brink with 0 security cards remaining. A high-performance multifighter, that is Appmon. They are visitors from another world who have followed a different evolutionary path from traditional Digimon. However, Yao now has 7 memory to work with. It's just barely enough to seize a chance for a comeback. Also in her battle area, there's unique emblem Pisidia Lagoon. Until just before it was checked as security, this card was an entirely different one. An alternative override triggered in response to the contents of the treasure chest left behind by Coolboy. As a result, her unique emblem was transformed into a card. The unique emblem's delay effect allows Digivolution with a cost reduced by 3 when a tamer card is suspended. 7 in memory, a new card, and Sangomon in the breeding area. Using these elements, how will Yao seize victory from the god of another world? This is where she shows her skills. And so begins Yao's comeback turn. In the breeding phase, Sangomon is moved forward, and at the start of the main phase, her memory becomes 8, thanks to the Tamer card's effect. Then, Shellmon, previously forced to attack by Charismon's effect, launches an attack on security. The NPC blocks that attack with Charismon. Shellmon is deleted. So far, this is as expected. Using Marine Bullmon's hand main effect, Yao places Shellmon from the trash under Sangomon as a Digivolution card, enabling a warp evolution for a cost of 3. The remaining memory is 5. At this point, the condition for Puyoyomon's inherited effect is met, allowing her to draw 1. After that, Yao launches an attack on security with Marine Bullmon. When a Digimon with the aquatic trait attacks, the 4-cost Tamer card is suspended, and Huankunmon is placed under Marine Bullmon as a Digivolution card from the hand. That inherited effect is activated when attacking by placing another one of your blue Digimon under it as a Digivolution card. Placing this card as a Digivolution card is tantamount to declaring a series of consecutive attacks to come. And with the Tamer suspended, the previously placed unique emblem's delay condition is fulfilled. Yao loudly declares the resolution of that effect. In response, Marine Bullmon transforms into a new trump card to secure her victory. Emerging from the vast ocean was a delicate fairy wearing a pink kimono like coral with the appearance of a fairy and a spiral shell adorning the head. At first glance, it might look like a rookie, but in reality, it is a mega Digimon with immense power. Appearing throughout the digital world, this Digimon is the embodiment of compassion, healing the weak and supporting the strong. Arimon, together with their partner, challenges the god of another world. The waves burst with Arimon's when Digivolving effect. Sangomon, Shellmon, and Marine Bullmon appear from its Digivolution card stack. With Shellmon's on-play effect, another copy of the same Huankunmon that was previously placed as a Digivolution card under Marine Bullmon is now placed as Digivolution card under Arimon. With this, Arimon can unsuspend twice solely through its inherited effects. Next, Arimon's other when Digivolving effect resolves. By placing the just summoned Marine Bullmon as Digivolution card under Arimon, Charismon returns to the bottom of the deck while Arimon unsuspends. Also proceeds to check the NPC's security. The check revealed a Timemon with 5000 DP. It will not be deleted, and as that's the case, Arimon and Yao's relentless wave of continuous attacks will continue. Next, Sangomon digivolves into Sidramon for a cost of 2. Since this Sidramon has Rush, it can attack immediately. And at this point, Yao's memory becomes exactly 0. She has no usable memory anymore, but that is not a problem. Now all that remains is to push through the attacks with unstoppable momentum. Seadramon attacks the security. The battle is against a 10,000 DP Globemon, but since Seadramon has jamming from its inherited effect, it will not be deleted. At this point, Arimon moves again. When attacking, Juan Kunmon's inherited effect places the Seadramon that just attacked under itself as a Digivolution card, becoming unsuspended. The result of the security check was Gatchmon with 2000 DP. This reduced the NPC's security stack to 2. At end of attack, Marine Bullmon's inherited effect brings Seadramon out from Arimon's Digivolution cards. As explained before, this Seadramon has Rush. The duo's attack still continues. Without missing a beat, Yao attacks security with Seadramon. The security battle is against Navimon with 1000 DP. She manages to break through. Arimon does not stop. When attacking, using the other Huankunmon's inherited effect, Shellmon is placed as a Digivolution card, and Arimon becomes unsuspended. With that, it pierced through the NPC's last security card. Then, with the NPC's security at 0 cards, Arimon's final strike lands, securing Yao's victory. With the new power gained from the alternative override, Yao repelled the assassin from Unchained. With the gentle ripples of Lapis Marine hinting at the upcoming upheavals in Liberator, we conclude this coverage.